Welcome back to the show. Just hanging out with my man Jimbo of Precision Ski.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for coming in here. And well, let's get just started off. What are we talking about here? I see we have some cutaways. I mean, you're not going to just start cutting up our boots here, are you?
No. We're not going to cut up your boots. But maybe
cut up some old
somebody's.
ones. Okay.
This is the time of year if you've been out skiing, and especially with the nice fresh snow that we've had. You become pretty active in your boots, and this is a time of year you may be noticing that your boots
are... It's pretty
easy
easy for someone to get up to around 20, 30, maybe even 40 days on the snow on the season, so your equipment's going to start getting that wear.
Right, and what wears out in a boot is normally not the shell, but it's the liner.
Gotcha, okay.
And that's where your foot and an insole reside inside the boot. But if you look inside the liner, that to me that looks so much like
I think I've seen that material before.
Foam, or the padding that's under your car seat, and that it is foam and it just does get packed out. So after a while, your boots might loosen up and. You start thinking about, well, do I need to get new boots, or is there's a quick fix? And there's usually a way to snug up a boot that's gotten loose, and it's really quite
so there is a quick fix, you're saying?
Yeah, there is.
Is this something that you would recommend doing on your own at home, or coming
to
the shop and have someone help you?
It's pretty tough to have all the pieces and parts and to know what to do with them. But if the liner has loosened up, there's some great ways to snug up the fit. One is with a shim like this that just goes underneath the liner and takes up some of the volume inside the boot. That's a great way to snug up the fit all over. Sometimes a part of the boot that gets loose is the heel, and your heel starts to move inside the boot. So we have a heel retainer that can go on there and exaggerate the padding that's inside the liner.
Got it, right.
But if some of this padding has gotten compressed, it's hard to go inside the liner. And
so what can you do? Throw in there? I mean, just something.
I
see
on
that
the
we have some
outside,
material
there's a plethora of pads that can be placed around the liner in a certain way that you can see there. It takes up some of the room in the heel area. There's pads that we use that can go right around the ankle area, your ankle bone, and snug that area up. If your foot is loose inside the boot this way, we've got pads that take up
there you go.
Space along here.
And you're pointing out a lot of different pressure points on a person's foot that most commonly you're hearing, like, right on the side of my foot or my ankle.
Either pressure or maybe it's gotten loose, So if there's pressure, we can always grind and stretch the boot. Or if it's loosened up, we can put pads on the outside. And that's a great way. Usually these pads, to have one pad put on is like $10 or $12 or so. It's not all that
pretty
much,
inexpensive,
and it can be a
lot cheaper
fix.
than buying a brand new pair of boots, right?
Yeah, the next step would be to just replace the liner.
Okay.
And most manufacturers, if your boots aren't too old, you can get a similar liner, and that can run anywhere from $100 to $150 to replace the liner.
Yeah, not too bad though.
Or there's some great liners that you can just use to replace the liner in your boot. These are all from this company called Intuition. Feel the weight of that thing.
Oh,
it's
wow.
like a
That's
feather.
Nothing. Yeah.
And it's an open cell foam, so it's thick. It's like a neoprene diving suit. It traps air all around your feet.
Got it. Okay.
It's custom molded by using heat to your foot,
which
to
is
the
something
inside
that you
of the
can
boot.
do completely at your shop. Someone can come in, get a new liner, and
get a
have
replacement liner.
To
These
foot.
start around $170 or so.
Okay.
There's a couple over on your side there.
That's right.
That are slightly different style.
This almost looks like old ski boot just by itself, right?
Yeah.
Well,
there's a lot going on there. It has a
lot
reinforcement around the upper cuff. It's got a lacing system, a little Velcro closure strap, and inside the main body of the liner, as well as in the tongue, is a cork and clay mixture that's also molded
right?
by heat.
Wow.
This is a liner that probably has 500 plus days of skiing potential in it,
That's
whereas
great.
most regular liners, the manufacturers design them for maybe a couple hundred days of skiing.
Yeah, and what's neat about these, you can really feel that reinforcement. Even though you're sacrificing some of that weight, then you're going to add a little bit more weight to it. But like you said, getting those amount of days on it, I think it's totally worth it.
And then once you have a custom liner like this, you can move it from one boot to the next boot that you get.
There you go.
And keep the custom theme going.
All right. Tell us a little bit more about the shop. Where is it located? What else can you
We're on Summit Boulevard, directly across from the Walmart complex, next to Cammy's Yogurt.
Very easy to find.
Yep. We do tons of boot fitting. We sell boots, top-level brands of boots, as well as rent skis. And we do a whole bunch of tuning, ski and snowboard.
That's
tuning.
right. So if it is getting about that time of year. Well, I mean, you should keep your skis pretty well tuned throughout the season, but it is also kind of that time if you've neglected it a little bit and you've been on the snow a few times. Well, definitely consider getting a tune, and you can get it done professionally over there at Precision Ski and Sports.
Yeah, especially with the occasional rock showing up.
That's right.
And taking a little hit on your edges. A little freshening up with wax and sharpening can make your day go a whole lot better.
Landmines and snow snakes are out there. It's going to happen. All right, Jimbo, thank you for coming in here this morning.
Hey, thanks for having me.
And sharing your information with us on liners. So if you need to get a little more comfortable on the slopes, well, got to see Jimbo over at Precision Ski and Sports. We're going to take another break and be back with more, checking out with your local weather and snow reports after this. Stick around, lots more Sun Sunrise coming your way.